Wow, okay. So, if you didn't see it, Bandai has just announced 3 new cards added to the banned list and 1 added to the restricted list for the English meta, and it has huge ramifications for red decks. So, let's get into it. First off, Searcher Nami from OPO1 and Curly Dadan from OPO2 have both been banned alongside the leader, Edward Newgate. They're claiming that they want to reduce the prevalence of Zoro, Whitebeard, and Law decks. So far, it seems like most people are pretty upset about the Nami ban, which kind of makes sense. Nami has been a 4 of in any Straw Hat deck, and there's many different variants of Straw Hats, and she has been a fan favorite. She even just got this new amazing art in the gift collection for English speakers, and she's one of the cards that are getting reprinted in Starter Deck 10. I think a lot of people probably feel that it's unfair since mainly she adds consistency to all those decks that want to run Straw Hat. And I think if they wanted to hit those decks specifically, it might have made more sense to restrict Rush Zoro over Nami. I don't feel like Rush Zoro deserves a ban, but maybe a restriction down to 1 or 2. Dadan's ban definitely hits Zoro the hardest since his gimmick is running a bunch of red 1-cost characters. I feel like we're going to see a lot more people moving towards either including Magra or switching towards more of a 3 to 5 cost playstyle. If you're looking for easy changes, I recommend actually swapping in Starter Deck Luffy, the one with Rush for now. And when it comes to Nami's ban, thankfully we do have another searcher in Return to Saboti. So for now, I think it might be best to just swap 4 copies of that in instead. If you're playing Law, losing Nami mainly means losing an easy body on the field. And I think if you're looking for a replacement and you don't already run Starter Deck Nami, I'd recommend her. The extra Rested Dawn can allow you to make some more aggressive plays early. Otherwise, I think you can look towards Gordon or OPO4 Sanji, Gordon the promo one, by the way, for some other possibilities. When it comes to losing to Dawn and Law, I don't actually see that as a huge issue. I feel like Law has enough 2-cost tech cards that you can kind of make an easy swap. The biggest thing that I think is going to affect Law is now that he's down 8 searchers, 8 cards, he's going to have a little bit of a harder time maintaining resources in the long run, but I think you can still kind of get around that by just playing a little bit better. As far as Whitebeard goes, yeah, that's kind of a big one. This is the first time they have outright banned a leader, and to an extent, I think it kind of makes sense. He's been dominant for a really long time. They've tried to nerf the deck before, but if we just look at the stats right now, Whitebeard is still strong in the English meta. I'm just glancing at One Piece top decks, but he has over 44 entries over the past month or so, while Red Zoro only has 26 and Law has 43. But with the leader banned, I think the most logical thing to do would be to go to either running Whitebeard with a Zoro leader, or you'll see some players swapping to Ace. I think both are notable downgrades for the deck, but I'd actually recommend moving over to the Zoro leader for now. I do think it's going to be important to make a lot of changes to that deck going forward in order to fit under a new leader. And lastly, just in case Whitebeard wasn't dead enough, they have kicked him while he's down, and they also restricted the other Marco. They already got the blocker Marco, but the 5-cost one is now limited to 1 per deck as well. So that's going to be a really hard one. I don't really know what you should switch that for as of right now. That one I'd have to think about a little bit more. But I just wanted to share my quick thoughts and a little bit of advice on how to deal with these changes. The fact that they have even banned a leader is fascinating to me. I'm really interested to see how this English meta reacts to it. Let me know what you're predicting is going to happen down in the comments below. The English meta tends to be a bit more aggro, so I kind of feel like we're going to just see more people swapping over to Zoro and Law decks, but I do think we're going to see a huge drop of people playing the Whitebeard shell. Thanks for watching. My name is Waffles the Asian Yen Bear, and I'm gonna be king of the pirates. See ya!